Last night, he took the chance to begin to command his own narrative. Here is his just a brief bit of his interview with NBC's Lester Holt, where he speaks about what happened in that moment and also how he feels about the reaction from people on the right, including former President Trump.
I had been yelling and screaming as loud as I was, please stop, get back, stop. You're ultimately hoping that your commands will be complied with, and unfortunately they were not.
Former President Trump has talked about you and this incident. He says she was murdered. What does it feel like to hear that from a former president?
Well, it's disheartening. If he was in the room or anywhere and I'm responsible for him, I was prepared to do the same thing for him and his family.
Would you have his back today if you were so assigned?
I sure would, because it's my job.
An extraordinary burden he took on. In that interview, he also shed tears. Brianna, he has also been the subject of death threats because his name was outed in some of the far-right extremist blogs. So this has been a tremendous burden for him. Now, again, coming forward, trying to take command of the narrative on his own. Meanwhile, yesterday, we learned that 7 Capitol Police officers are suing the former president, as well as organizers of the Stop the Steal rally and members of far-right extremist groups such as the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers, alleging that all of these things together, this spread of election lies, this effort to try to overturn the 2020 election directly resulted in the violence of the riot, directly resulted in their harm. Brianna, they're seeking unspecified damages. But it is another reminder that the trauma that these officers went through does not end. Again, Lieutenant Michael Byrd now trying to, tell his story because the story has been dictated on the right in a way that is just not factual.